Good, everybody already know who it is. I had to do an Eminem versus Tupac Part 2 video because a lot of y'all from the audios, some of y'all don't, I don't even think like some of y'all be listening to like certain stuff I be saying. I'll be going like into detail. We made another video but it messed up. But I think everybody was just me basing it off of him being white like it was a race. If I was basing it off of race, I would have said Paul Wall was better than fucking Tupac. But let's not get crazy here. I was just saying, man, that's a little bit of factor into it. Don't be in denial like that's not a factor into it, even with his sales and all that stuff like that. Don't act like it's a factor. And, like that didn't really do a lot of stuff like so people can know who Eminem is. But even if he was black, he still would have lyrical talent and he would be nice. But I was reading some of these comments, and some of these comments are crazy. The only reason I did the whole who's better, Tupac or Eminem, because somebody asked me, and the person said that when I said Eminem was better than Tupac, his friend got upset or whatever, and I guess, that's when he told me, hey, can you make a video? For example, a lot of people think Big L is better than Jay-Z, but you can't really say who's better. I mean, Jay-Z hardest album to me was Reasonable Doubt, but, I like that Blueprint 3 or whatever, but I'm just saying, but you can't really base Big L career on Jay-Z career because Jay-Z did a lot. I mean, right now, but you had to go to like the old Jay-Z stuff and the old Big L stuff, but Big L died of a young age, so you really can't say like what he would be doing now, how would he be doing, because a lot of people change their styles up and a lot of people sound different, so like you never know who's gonna change what is what. But I'm looking at these comments, and some of these comments is kind of crazy, man. You know how you have some people have opinions, then you have facts. I respect the person's opinions, but when you talk about certain stuff that's facts, I don't know, like, for example, somebody said Tupac sold more than Eminem. Really, I don't really give a shit how much you sold. If we was going off of how much somebody sold, I guess Nelly be incredible too, man. I guess Soulja Boy be incredible. I don't really give a shit how much you sold, but I think Eminem sold more than Tupac. But I'm not saying that's facts or not. But he did sell a hell of a lot of fucking albums. But anyways, I'm looking at some of these comments. I'm gonna read some of these comments. Somebody said one comment was, what was it? Tupac is worldwide. Like, that's what they saying. Like, Eminem just, I guess I had to agree with that one. Eminem, everybody know who Tupac is. Nobody knows who Eminem is. People just know him in the U.S. He's not, he don't go around the country, and people in the U.K. don't know who he is, so they have to, get on Wikipedia. No, you're wrong. Like, some of these comments are retarded. Like, if you want to have a conversation with me, like, writing some comments, you gotta give me facts. You really think in your mind, like, you gotta understand, man, Eminem, like, whatever white rapper that's really, you know what I mean? People gonna know who Eminem. My mom listen to Eminem, you know what I mean? Like, everybody, your mom probably listen to Tupac, but come on, everybody listen to Eminem, you know what I mean? They know who Eminem is, man. And then I read another comment. It said, I'm trying to look at some of these comments. One guy said, if Eminem died, it'd just be like, he was just saying like it'd be another day, he wouldn't be known as a legend. It'd be like whatever. It'd just be like, who cares? It'd be a who cares situation. You know what I mean? Like nobody would really care about Eminem dying. Like if Eminem died, it'd be a crazy day. It wouldn't just be like a regular day. You really think it wouldn't be like a breaking news? It wouldn't, nobody would just be going crazy over that situation. It'd be like, okay, anyways, Eminem died. Back to your regular channel weather. It's gonna be foggy outside. No, it's gonna be a big topic right there. And some of these comments, like for example, who was it? Some people was trying to name up. Well, you had to do your research and Google other white rappers that was around Eminem time, like before Eminem. That means you shouldn't even be Googling. You should know off the top. Like that means you don't even fucking listen to them. So you had to Google and listen to some other white rappers that, that people don't even, some of these people don't even fucking know. And some of the people y'all was naming was fucking ass. And not even fucking rappers. ICP, really? ICP? Have you heard of ICP? You really would put them in a rap and hip hop category? whatever. No, not at all. They don't even ride the beat. Deliveries ad. They're crazy. They put makeup on, man. They look like that movie Clown from Outer Space, man. Like, fucking, are you serious, man? You never seen them in Rap City with makeup? No, not at all. No, don't put them in that category, man. What else? Vanilla Ice. That's like naming MC Hammer as a rapper. That music was so, like, it was just dead. It was in another category. Vanilla Ice and MC Hammer was in their own category. That wasn't even no rap and hip hop compared to Tupac and Eminem. Come on, man. You can't do that. And then I seen another comment. It said something about they said the relapse and the recovery was garbage. Everybody know that Recovery was a commercial album, but it was good. It did numbers, but it was a good album. You know what I mean? For a commercial album. But everybody know if you listen to an Eminem mixtape, he's still spitting freestyles. His freestyles are crazy. Lyrically, he's nice. And they all talking about one more thing. He said somebody said Tupac paved the way for Eminem. Everybody paved the way for somebody. Somebody paved the way from Eminem. That don't mean they better than them. For example, let me give you an example. James Brown paved the way for Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson looks up to James Brown. But who's better? I'll wait on that one. Fucking Michael Jackson. Some people will say James Brown, but most people will say fucking Michael Jackson. You know what I mean? Just because you paved the way don't mean, like, that don't really mean that much. You know what I mean? A lot of people paved the way for everybody. For example, Soulja Boy paved the way for other garbage rappers like Waka Flocka to spit some garbage. I'm spitting facts right here. That's some real shit. I guess y'all want me to get deeper into the conversation. You know, everybody paved the way. Biggie Smalls paved the way for other people, to step their fucking lyrical game up. You know what I mean? Because Tupac wasn't that super lyrical, but he, everybody could relate to him. You know what I mean? Everybody can relate to Eminem. I'm kind of understand, like, people, like, they act like they can't relate to Eminem. You can't relate to The Struggle. You ain't see fucking 8 Mile, man? Like, really? Like, that is crazy to me. Like, you don't understand the struggle trying to get out the hood and all that stuff like that. Like, the dude is... And then one thing, he's like, oh, man, he disrespected his mom and all that stuff like that. He's keeping it real. What you want him to be fake? Like, he love his mom and all that stuff like that. Everybody don't have good parents, man. Everybody... Mom and dad is not incredible. My dad was an asshole. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, I would make and then writing to me is like getting in another zone. When you write, you ever get mad and you just want to write what happened today or something like this. This bitch got on my nerves, or my girlfriend. I want to, punch you in the face, but you're really not. You don't really want to punch in the face, but in your pen, you're punching in the face because that makes you like. You're free. You can just, do whatever you want. That's why people write and listen to music. Music is life. Some people can relate to other people's music. Some people might not relate to Tupac. I'm not a big Tupac fan. You know what I mean? You might relate to Tupac more than me. Some people can relate to Eminem. Eminem paved the way for other, races and other stuff like that. Even white people like, man, this guy, maybe me being white, I can, get in the rap game and all that stuff like that. He paved the way for that. So don't act like it would just... like Tupac just paved the way for everybody. Everybody paved the way. Everybody do their part in the rap game. You know what I mean? Like, everybody got their own opinion. That's why I'm thinking, like, when y'all write some of these comments, do y'all be knowing what y'all be saying sometimes? Because it seems like, I guess everybody in the world just love Tupac. Not everybody love Tupac. If somebody saying, man, he was alright. I wasn't a big Tupac fan, I was more of a Biggie fan. And what people do is they'll name the garbage tracks that, like, oh, Eminem came out with How My Name Is. Oh, he be dissing pop stars. Really? Like, what person in the rap game will diss Eminem? You forgot about Dead Wrong, Renegade? Fucking really? Like, name some good Eminem tracks. You acting like every Tupac track was a fucking amazing. You know what I mean? So, don't even do that. You don't do that part, because even when you have a Tupac versus Biggie Small conversation, they'll bring up, oh, Biggie was gay, and they'll bring up the gay lines, or they'll bring up a garbage Eminem line. For example, did y'all forget that Eminem did battle fucking cannabis? Don't let me talk about cannabis. Now, if you want to talk about one topic, now I will say cannabis is the most lyrical person of all time. Like, you talk about lyrics. We just talking about lyrics. We ain't talking about all around. Just lyrics. Cannabis, to me, cannabis beat Eminem. Lyrically, cannabis still spitting hot shit. He don't have good beat selection and good CDs, but lyrically, the guy's unstoppable. Tupac ain't go against no fucking cannabis. Really, like, Tupac went against, and every Biggie, you know what I mean? Like, I seen one comment, Tupac beat Biggie. Hey, that's your opinion. That wasn't no facts, really. But, because, everybody know Biggie, whatever. I'm not even gonna get in that one. But it's like, everybody can relate to Tupac. Some people relate to Eminem. Like, what's that one guy? Lil Boozy Badass or whatever. Everybody say how it really is. I can't relate to him. Maybe that's just me. But I don't know, man. Like, everybody can relate to different stuff, man. But don't sit here and act like Eminem ain't make an impact, and if he died, he wouldn't be nobody. Y'all making it seem like his level was so fucking low. Eminem, nobody's gonna diss Eminem because they already know the fucking outcome. You see what Benzino did, man. Benzino came at fucking him. You know what I mean? He didn't even want to come at him. So he dissed his daughter or whatever, and Eminem bashed on him. And that's how it is. So like, with the whole conversation, some of these comments, I'm not understanding, man. Like, y'all acting like Eminem grew up in a fucking mansion or some shit, and he just, whatever. Eminem is a real talented guy. I was just saying. And, I respect y'all opinions about the whole Tupac and situation, but y'all making it seem like Eminem is ass. Like, he didn't, like, what? Like, his level's not even high or something. Like, are you fucking shitting me? And then everybody talking about, oh, this the one thing I had to talk about. They talk about how Eminem is overrated. Nobody was talking about Eminem was overrated when he was on drugs and he was in, rehab and all that stuff like that. When he come back taking over the game, now he overrated, man. They put him in the BET and MTV top #1 and shit. That's what y'all got upset. A lot of people saying Lil Wayne overrated. Some people say Tupac overrated because you always hear about Tupac and everybody goddamn list most of the time. You know what I mean? So it's like, a lot of people was overrated to some people, But nobody was talking about Eminem. When you don't drop shit and you're just, chilling, nobody talks about you. You're not overrated because nobody talks about you, But yeah though, man, if I had to say who was better, like, of all time, my favorite rapper is Nas. Like, you could tell me any other rapper, I'll just say, yo, look, eat a dick. I'm a Nas fan. For example, my favorite rap group of all time will be Wu-Tang. You can say NWA, Outkast, Bone. I'm going to look at you like you crazy. I'm like, yeah, that's good, but I relate to Wu-Tang more. That's shit. That's it. But this whole conversation, y'all gotta give me something, man. Y'all gotta give me something, like some good comments or something, man. Like, y'all gotta give me, don't even say facts or something, but some of the stuff y'all was saying was kind of retarded to me. Like, y'all was talking about, he was helping, he touched people and all. Eminem, Tupac touched people and stuff like that. You think Eminem, like, Lose Yourself music ain't touch somebody and all that stuff like that? He was fighting against the government. You talking about Tupac was fighting against the government. You act like Eminem ain't make a song about George Bush and other songs like that. Like, really? Like, come on, man. Give me something. Like, give me something, man. I love talking about hip. I love having a hip-hop conversation, but y'all got to give me something, man. And at the end of the day, you have your opinion. I have my opinion. Everybody is not in the world. You have lots of people, billions of people in the world. They're not saying Tupac is my #1. It's going to be that one guy like me and other people that's going to say, yo, I think Eminem was better. Like I said, somebody asked me to do this video, and damn, I did the video. So that's it. Y'all can post y'all comments now. Y'all can dislike it. But yeah, keep with your, I want y'all to, stay with your opinion. I ain't trying to change nobody's opinion. I'm just giving my thoughts about what y'all was saying about the whole situation. But yeah, that's it.